And I'm here to present on the topic like emerging threats to coral reefs of pristine environments. And myself, Kritika, from Kufos. So the corals is the most important ecosystems of the earth, which is 100% needable for the entire planet to live, not only for the aquatic ecosystems but to the entire world. There is a quote that if you protect the coral reef, you protect the ocean ecosystem. It's said by the Chianson Lin, who is the cryobiologist. And also, these coral systems are now is not an exception to the emerging pollution and threats, and the climate change is the major factor over there. As I said, these coral reefs are the most diverse and economically valuable ecosystems, which is spread worldwide and covers around 0.1% of the ocean life and supports more than 25%, which is a great huge amount that never other ecosystem does. And also, this coral is not a plant which is a think by a layman like it was a plant, but it is not a plant and it is a pure animal which is coming under the class Nitaria, and it is especially a marine animal which has a huge polyps which is consisting of their own body. And there are two types of corals. They are hermatypic and ahermatypic. And we could see the ocean beautiful images which is of like very much attractive only because of the zooxanthellae present in it. And the ahermatypic is that they are lack of zooxanthellae and we couldn't see that much attractive colors. And this coral reefs can be built only by the reef building corals. And individual coral it can be said as the polyp, but the entire reef we can say it as coral reef. And it is completely formed by the calcium carbonate. There are three types of reefs which are fringing, barrier, and atoll. These coral reef ecosystems are little sensitive, and also their health, abundance, and diversity make up the entire surrounding terrestrial and marine environments almost rich. And it is an interesting fact that scientists estimated that more than 1 million species of both flora and fauna has been associated with the coral reef ecosystems. This coral reef ecosystems, excuse me ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, okay, thank you. And these coral reef to the rainforest of the sea, key indicators of global ecosystem health. As I continuously saying that these are the protectors and providers of both life to human as well as to animals. And the climate change is the major emerging threat to corals, and not only corals, to entire biosphere as well. Because the climate change is nothing but the periodic modification to a greater extent, which might have a harmful impact to both the humans as well as all the living beings. This climate change is highly related to the ocean change, in which the entire ecosystems gets completely affected. And only because the major factor here is the anthropogenic activities. The irresponsible activities by the humans, it was contributing to a huge impacts on the entire biosphere. And this impacts of climate on coral reef ecosystem is really a climate change and greatest global threat. And we could see endless that sea level rise, global temperature, warming ocean, ocean depletion, altered ocean currents. And these are the aftermath impacts of climate change associated with coral reefs. And why and what do these coral reefs need to survive and how they are impacted? It's a great important research thing every scientist has to take in care of. This is because each and every environmental parameters is related to the ocean, and ocean is highly dependent on these huge rainforest of the ocean. First of all, the sunlight, which is having a greater impact on them, has increased higher sunlight emerging nowadays. And even the last month of the year, the entire global ecosystems, including Lakshadweep and Great Barrier Reef, has bleached, which results in the death of more than 1 million species worldwide, including fishes, sea cucumbers, sea stars, and etc. Number of species, which resulted in decreased production of fish, and it ultimately affected the humans. So we can notice that it starts with humans and ends with the greatest impacts of humans here. And then warm water temperature, and this is also the side effects of the sunlight, increased sunlight. And also the salt water, if it was higher salinity, it can impact greater to the coral building formation of the coral polyps. And if the water is completely turbid, it can also affect. It should have the clear water, and if sediments and planktons are higher, it might cloud the water and make it more turbid so that the total suspended solids can also get a higher influence. Then clean water is the highest important factor because corals are more sensitive. Then coming to the ozone depletion, the corals still live in the shallow water. Their UV radiation affect the coral reef entirely. And also, the highest impact of the ocean currents is that they can disrupt the structure of the coral reefs so that, for example, if you are living in a home and the home is just made up of strong shells and suddenly a storm has shattered it and the entire life, including the father, mother, child, everything will be disturbed. A family got collapsed. This is what happening with the ecosystem under which is not noticed by the humans. And the entire habitat is being disturbed only because of the increased human activities. And there's higher frequent storms can also disturb that. And then coming to the changes in precipitation, it can increase runoff and sediment-based land pollutants can also affect it. Then coming to the sea level rise, it can result in the increased melting of the sea ice and the level of the sunlight could reach in an inefficient way so that the corals get completely affected. And also like there are more sea level rise which can be completely increased to a certain beyond life, and then the calcification process it also completely stop so that if we want a certain based healthy ecosystems we need to completely preserve. This is what we need to take care of. And then ocean acidification, this is the major impact that is faced by the corals, which is because that CO2, which is the carbon dioxide, it is present everywhere as we know in the universe. But CO2, it results in the increase in the entire ecosystem, which is being disrupted the global carbon cycle. This is how it was affected. If we started releasing the CO2 through deforestation and increased automobiles, fossil fuels, it results in a it affects the natural balance of the CO2, which ultimately ends up in the complete destruction. As you can notice there is a complete increase in the CO2, which results in the reduction of pH. And if the water is more and more reduced in pH, it ultimately turns to acidic. What if we are living in the acids? This is what the corals are facing now. So this is the major responsibility of each and every humans we need to take care of, because we cannot survive in acid. That's why the humans and also the corals cannot also survive in the acid water. You can notice that how the corals are destructed. See, the before picture is of many attractive things, but after all of these impacts, it has been affected by coral bleaching, infectious diseases, and the entire ecosystem has been looking like a desert. And I have mentioned a term, coral bleaching, and this is the result of symbiotic relationship between the Zooxanthellae and the corals. They have a mutualistic relationship, and it results in the attractive colors. And when this Zooxanthellae is expelled, it is being resulted in the complete turning into white and being moved on to the stage of death. You can visualize here. First, you can see the colorful, attractive, healthy coral, which is being little more colorless and when being stressed. Then it will be turning white completely into bleached one, and finally the black hard shell, which is completely set as dead coral. So effects of climate change is being highly affecting the ecosystem. And you can notice that from the Great Barrier Reef, it has been a worst bleaching record up to 2017, and now 2024 is also being said to be the El Nino year, and it has been in fact completely the entire 0.1% of the coral reefs has been disturbed. And Indian researchers has been keep on tracking the changes through marine heat waves and radiometric sensation, and also like chlorophyll abundance and phytoplankton enumeration techniques. And you can see that it has been the destruction of global environment, which has been highest in the tropical, but nowadays it has been increasing in the subtropical regions, which we can observe that there is a disruption change not only in the human activities but to the entire ecosystem. And this is the study by the researchers at Rutgers University, which shows about the climate change and also the decreasing calcium carbonate content. And this content is said to be biomineralization. And once this has been disrupted, it will change into this unattractive color so that the entire coral reef started bleaching. And also, the calcium plus CO3, which is the calcium carbonate, and it is a huge process that corals is trying to spit up the H from the water, and then it started building. And if it keeps on continuing, we could see only the land and no ocean at all. The skeletal organic matrix protein here is the most and most important, and this is very sensitive to anthropogenic impacts. And also in Tamil Nadu near Gulf of Mannar, a new aquarium and also like real coral monitoring is being going on, and we can restore these corals, but we cannot prevent a huge thing, but we can take the restored coral like direct transplantation, microfragmentation, and if we are following that everything, we can notice that it can be unattractive and then it can be changed to attractive. And And also, here is the coral project of NASA, which has been creating the relationship between coral reef and biogeophysical parameters. And this is what the monitoring coral reef bleaching sets through satellite techniques. And the first global scientific assessment of climate change has been held by UNESCO, and this is creating the more coral reef monitoring sites. So the Coral Triangle Day, which is on June 9, and Paris Climate Agreement, this has been continuously putting efforts to monitor the climate change. So I think I need to finally entrust is that save our oceans, save our reefs, and this can be done by minimizing use of fertilizers and environmentally transportation and overfishing and strictly enforcing laws and artificial reefs. So let's all have a pledge on this beautiful day of the conference. Like we individually need to pledge. I pledge to protect coral reefs, which results in the ultimate ending up of ocean conservation. So I would like to thank